Okay, we're live. Cool. Welcome to the first episode of Instant Infra. I'm Oscar. I'm going to be your host, I guess. So I'm here to introduce the channel. I intend to make a series of videos where I, essentially have fun with cloud infrastructure. Now, maybe your definition of fun is not the same, but I have all this knowledge that I want to play with, essentially. So, I know that content creation and YouTube's and YouTube videos and it's a very saturated area, but I realized that I've been following a bunch of niche creators, which I enjoy a lot from their content. So that drove me to create my own channel. So anyways, I'm here to tell you what's this going to be about. So I intend to make a series of episodes where I play with a game that I developed myself. Well, you'll see it in a minute. That will tell me which cloud provider to use for which deployment, and I'm gonna attempt to do that. Compile that as fast as I can. Hence the name Instant Infra, right? Obviously, this is fun focused. This is, for fun, for learning purposes. One of the main objectives of doing it is just to, enjoy and have fun. But the second one would be because I really want to keep learning about cloud infrastructure and how to deploy stuff with the public cloud and, and expose a bit the quirks and the difficulties that people like me face on a daily basis, which are very annoying, but they go unnoticed because no one actually can see a database or how to deploy the database or how to configure. But anyways, I enjoy doing that, and I just wanna make a screen sharing video where we can deploy and see what it actually entails. Again, it's probably, my public or my audience will not be, it's gonna be, it's a niche segment, but we'll see. Speaking of the audience and people who watch these videos, I don't really want to do it because of I want to get famous or I want to get popular or anything. I want to have the feedback from people that see these videos and know also how to deploy or how to configure infrastructure, pieces in the cloud. I want to understand how they would do it better, because what I'm going to show is just a way of doing things. It's not the best. The best is completely subjective, I think. So I want to get feedback of someone saying I wouldn't do it this way. I would use this module or this function or that feedback to me is probably that's the third objective of this channel. But anyways, enough talking. I did a post on my blog introducing the channel. I essentially want to focus on these two sections, like how to set up your environment and initial setup for AWS, Azure, whatever. And how to set up Terraform OpenTofu. But more specifically, this one. I'm gonna spin a wheel with the cloud providers. I'm gonna spin a random selection of deployments, and I'm gonna try to do it in however many. I'm gonna estimate that it's gonna take me 10, 15, 30 minutes, and try to do it within that time box. This is probably something that would bite me if I do it. Bite me real hard. Let Cursor, Claude, one of these drive the Terraform modules and just deploy. The problem is if I do it and try to do it without supervision and see what happens. But the problem is that it can get pretty expensive pretty fast. So let's see. I'll test after I get this two up and running. All right, cool. So now let me introduce this very tiny web app that I vibe code, lovable. And so what you've seen is a tracker with a status of provider and like a table that will keep the status of the deployments that I get, so let's play a game and you'll see this populated. Right, so let's go to the game, and then there's a spinning wheel where with these 4 providers. At the moment, this is what I know. I've never touched Azure, but I want to learn it, right? Hence the channel. So let's see what I get. Hopefully not sure, because I'm gonna have to learn everything from scratch. Cool, I got AWS. Now, I have a bunch of projects that this thing is gonna try to randomize and select for me. Okay, that's fantastic. That's a very good start. I've done this before, so I think now in the tracker, I'm gonna get this, record. And the next thing would be to actually time box myself, try and do it in 10 or 20, 15 minutes, and take it, right? It's not done yet, so I'm just gonna leave it here. Cool, let's get cracking then. I forgot to say one thing. I got AWS and storage bucket, but one of the sections that I intend to go through is how to set up an account from scratch. So because I do have an account, but I intend to have create a new account for instant Infra. So first, before actually deploying a storage bucket with Terraform, OpenTofu, I'm gonna go through the setting up AWS. So we get that out of the way for the next, if we get another project deployments with AWS, that's done. Cool. So another thing is, if you think you're gonna like what you see, what do the kids say? Subscribe, join the channel. I don't know. And yeah, see you around.